Hello everyone and welcome to another riftbound video. Today we're playing Irelia again. In the previous video, I got several comments that this is a deck that you enjoy watching me play. So here's another one. Let me know which decks you would like to see me play next. And if you enjoy Irelia, also let me know. And just as a final, I guess, announcement, I've made a brand new Discord server. So if you like to hang out, talk more about the game, and sometimes play some online Riftbound games, that's a great place to be at. The link will be in the description, and hopefully I will see you there. Let's get into the games. We're playing against Annie. Our opponent here, yeah, I think it should be a good matchup against the Annie, and we're going second. Things to keep in mind is Ferrous Forerunners can be annoying. If I can star cross them, that will be great. And other than that, I think we're pretty fine playing from behind. I'm sending 2 cards back since I don't have a turn 1 play. And let's see if we can find one. Oh, there it is, the crab. I mean, at the very least, we would be able to play a stack deck, but crab honestly here going first is pretty good. We will be able to conquer one of the battlefields and then try to start setting up for later turns. They play Inferna, so this crab is probably going to die, but I'm fine with that because I will be able to play with perfect information. Also, I mean, I can always defend it, right? If they go for the attack on the left side, but do I really want to play Defiant Dance on Inferno? I don't think so. I mean, this pour is great because now I can go to the left side with Crab, see their hand, and I can also play Poro and then just kill the Inferno for free on the next turn, so we get a unit and see their whole hand. I don't hate that, although losing the Poro for free is not... sorry, the Crab for free is not something that like I'm really stoked about. Also trading with Engard if I go to Abandoned Hall. I don't know, but not pushing with Poro here seems like a wasted turn. Like I don't think, if it's not in this turn, I don't think that Poro is gonna conquer ever again, or it's gonna be very hard that he does. So yeah, I'm gonna be pushing there, and Poro in the back. I could have also played Boots and pass, but then I'm kind of forced the next turn to play Irelia and ready her, and I don't really want to deramp that early. Okay, your opponent doesn't want to show their hand, so I mean, I'll take it. If the crab holds, that's great, and I can kill the Inferno for free. They're passing without doing anything, and I mean, maybe that makes sense as to why they don't want to show us their hand. It has to be like several, either like combat tricks or ambush units. So here I'm fully expecting something like a Rengar. And I go in with the Poro just because it's too easy to deal with both with an Engard. If they decide to play it, I think that's probably game. I mean, they're going to be so behind. But what else could this mean? Right. That's yeah, that sounds fine. Longsword. So 3-2. I still win with Engard. So we are 4-3 currently, and they still have 3 open. Now they cannot play Rengar. They could be flashing this Inferna, but as long as we're like trading Engard for a flash, I think I'm okay with it. Okay. I mean, I don't love that hard bargain, but it seems like they only have 2 remaining cards, right? So, sure, I can pay for it. No worries. And now we have successfully gotten rid of one of their important cards. We've held, we've conquered again. This Poro might be dying here, but that's fine because he will draw us another card. If he doesn't die, he will draw us another card either way from the battlefield. So they have to do something about this. And it's going to be kind of expensive. That's why I'm not too worried about tapping out. Like they can, if they have a way to fully clear my board, I don't even care. Because now next turn I'll be at 8 runes and I can play Irelia and ready her if I want to. I'm kind of ahead, so I could also be playing Irelia in base and not do anything and just protect her with the defies. Sure, kill the Poro with Kai'Sa accelerated. I'm gonna draw, find another Irelia. They go to 2. I don't want to let them draw too much from holding, though. Like, if they played like a unit to base and passed, I would just be playing Irelia and passing back and nothing else. But now, I don't want to let this Kai'Sa draw for free. Also, I can push with Crab again. Let's see if they want to ride the wind. Okay, seems like they don't. So their plan is to hold. So probably another combat trick. Could be another longsword. Could be star-crossed. I'm writing Irelia here. But I'm prepared for a star-cross. That would be, I think, the like something good for us because they would deramp 1 or 2 for free. They want to flash the Kai'Sa. But then Kai'Sa could come in and kill the Poro here on this battlefield. So I don't really want to let them retreat the Kai'Sa. It's kind of expensive, the turn for me. But I have another Defy. So, I mean, a Defy for Kai'Sa and a Flash, I'll take it. And from now on, I think we have Charm, we have another Relia, we have Defiant Dance, we have another Defy. I think I don't think there's cards in the deck that I cannot deal with. Like whatever he plays here, I can just punish them just for tapping out their energy. Apothecary to base just because they have nothing else to do is kind of sad, to be honest. I get to hold for 7. Now I can prepare my final push, so it's most likely everything to base and develop. Oh, I remember this turn. I forgot to draw from this because I was thinking that I already won this game. That's obviously a misplay and something you should not be distracted with. Like forgetting this trigger is kind of important, I think. Even though I have already all the tools that I have in my hand, it's such a bad habit. But it is what it is. So I'll just play the other Irelia now that I found the again I forgot about the name of the card, the Shroud thing, the new one. I will be playing it to this Irelia and then with flow to the other one so that neither of them can be targeted. And then I'll just push both battlefields. I think my opponent drew quite poorly there as well. Like they couldn't contest any, and I drew pretty well, to be honest. Like there was nothing that they could have really done with the hand that they had. Like it seemed kind of breaky, right? Also, it seemed like they drew a lot of purple runes when they needed red ones. And I had responses to pretty much everything, like the flash, the longsword, and with the runes that they had open in each of those turns, there was nothing that I wasn't prepared for with the amount of energy that they had. So this is looking like Irelia doing Irelia things. That's going to give +2. Now she's untargetable. And they could obviously, in response here, be playing a Star-Crossed, but I have the Defy to back it up. This is 8, 5 total. I'm going in with 9. Our opponent's thinking. They have full energy open for this. Rengar on defense. Wow, that's not what you wanted to be doing with Rengar. That's unlucky. If they just drew into those two Rengars, that's kind of unlucky. And I think they did. Otherwise, they would have played them last turn, right? When they played Apothecary plus Noxus Hopeful. You can also play to Rengar to base and start preparing for an attack if there's nothing else that you can do. Or you could do like a Rengar and Noxus Hopeful, like, but I think you never play Apothecary there if you have other options. Defiant Dance should be way more than enough here. And I'm just reading this Irelia so that I could do like a massive attack to the left side after this. They have one card in hand. So this is currently 11, 13, right? 10, 11, 13, yeah. Be getting rid of everything. I'm just showing them. I'm showing them the defy. Just because there's literally nothing that they can do here with one card in hand. Yeah, and they showed me the flash, but yeah, even if they flash, I just conquer with the crab, and that's game. So not much to do there. Let's fast forward here and see the sideboard. I'm playing Draven because there's so many tentacles in the format that I think he might be good. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I haven't been able to test him. I haven't played that much Irelia yet, but so far, the games where I've put him in the deck, I haven't drawn into him. It's just a one-off. I don't know. I'm trying different things, but let me know what you think. I think it's kind of interesting. Draven is not coming in this game. Both Vexes are very good because of the Rengars. I'm also bringing in a couple more counter spells just to counter those flashes and rebukes and all of the purple overpowered spells that will deal with my Aurelias. Going second, I feel okay siding out my Poros. I think it's a mistake to side out the Star-Crossed because of the even though I didn't see them, the first Forerunner, it's the best card against it. So siding them out, I don't think it's a great decision. I also side out Flash is going second. I think it loses a lot of value since we're the ones trying to break our opponent's holds, or at the very least once in the game, so that we can swing tempo back in our favor. I think I want to keep not so fast, right? Yeah. And the fizz seems kind of weird. Like, here I remember I didn't know what to side out. That's why I'm like, sure, I'll side out the fizz, whatever. But I don't think that's correct. I don't think this is correct either. I'm assuming that at that point I thought something like, okay, maybe they're not running first Forerunner, but that doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you run it in any? The fact that I didn't see them doesn't mean they're not running them, so I should keep those in at the very least two, right? But I don't know what else could we be siding out. Let me just double check my list. Going second. I mean, if I'm already embracing the idea that I'm playing from behind, I could be siding out maybe a couple crabs as well. And try to draw into Stella Coin as early as possible. And have that be my draw engine. And not care about my smaller guys. This hand looks great. Let me just back up a little bit. Did I mulligan? No, I didn't. So my idea here is I'm gonna play the Scuttle Crab turn 1, then I'm gonna play Stellacorn turn 2, hopefully I'll draw into a Defy or Defiant Dance or Guard to protect these units, but I don't really care if they deal with them if I'm trading at the very least 1 for 1, or if I can kill like units for free with them. I wanna, because I'm gonna play Crab, then Stella, then another Stella, and the one I'm gonna protect is the second Stella, and then turn 4. By then I hope I've drawn into an equipment so that I can play Irelia. And by equipment, I mean I would prefer a GA. There's the GA, so that's one piece of the puzzle. Our opponent didn't find a turn 1 play. Did they mulligan too? They did. That's unlucky. What are they playing here? It could be Kaisa. Oh. Oh, wow. Their hand must be so bad. Noxus Hopeful. So it has to be full of spells, right? Like otherwise, why would you play Noxus Hopeful? Even if you have like a 3-drop like a Rengar, I think you played here to the base. Even I mean, yeah, I think you do. Or maybe you wait for me to walk into the battlefield and then you just play the Rengar in base. Um, but playing the Noxus Hopeful here is rough. Stella. And I'll just pass. I don't want to give away my crap for free. Also, there's no battlefield where I benefit from attacking. So if this, like, if either of these battlefields benefits me when attacking, then I might push the crap to that battlefield to bait the Noxus Hopeful into that battlefield so that I can attack it next turn with the Stella. But that's not the case, and I don't want to get the crap for free. Their hand already seems a bit bricky, so I'll let them filter it out, and I'll take a peek with the crab later on. Okay, this must have been the draw for turn or from the Sun Warrants, otherwise they would have played it last turn. And is there a way for me to deal with all of that plus 4 runes open with Stellacorn? I mean, my hand doesn't look that good in terms of pumps, but the good thing is I can start drawing cards, and they don't really have a way to threaten the Stellacorn unless it's like an accelerated Kaisa, or I mean, I'm just thinking of options. Darius Cleave, which I don't think is something that they're running. So I feel pretty safe leaving the Stellacorn there with a Defying Hand. I also have Discipline, so if they end up, like as I said, playing Darius Cliff here, sure, I'll let you have it, and then I'll see how I deal with your stuff with Irelia. But I feel very confident that this Stella is pretty safe. They have 8 runes though. I'm being very careful here to not deramp until I'm like until I'm at the at least like 9 or 10 runes. I will start playing my big turns. Okay, accelerated Rek'Sai. This is completely fine. I can play Discipline, and if they cleave or they Blood Rush or something else, or if they play a Rengar here, I'm okay with it. Because now they're gonna be almost tapped out. They will only have 3 runes on their turn. They have to pay another red rune most likely. Rek'Sai also won't draw them for the battlefield. So yeah, I want to see what else they have. And if they commit to killing Stellacorn, it means that my Irelia is pretty safe. Because now they wouldn't be able to play like like star-crossed on the Irelia, so I'm okay with this discipline here. They only have 4 cards, though. If I can starve them, I think that's good. Okay, there's the Rengar. So this is 9 to my 5, and I will kill the Rengar. Otherwise, he can be bounced with Apothecary. They are able to draw 1 card with this open rune from the battlefield. And this way, they just get the point. I get the Rengar out of their hand. Stellarchron's dead. That's unfortunate, but I already have a pretty decent hand, so I'm not too worried. It seems kind of slow, though. I don't think I'm going to be able to clear both boards this next turn. So I have to prepare to do that the turn after that. I can get 1 battlefield for free here for sure, as they only have 3 runes open to play with. And this is a good draw. Tide Turner could be... I mean, I have 5 here on Irelia. I could go to this side, kill the Rek'Sai, then Tide Turner her back, ready her, and send her here if I find like a good pump spell off of the draw from the Conquer here on the Sunken Temple, because I don't have any real pumps in my hand. This is kind of risky, though. I remember thinking, if they Rengar again here, I'm gonna lose my Irelia, because this is a play I would do against a lot of players with full runes open and an insanely big hand, but there's no need to do so. Like I'm not that desperate yet, and I have Guardian Angel in hand. So if I play Guardian Angel, if I didn't have anything, I would still be doing this. And then if they have it, they have it. That's fine. I think a lot of players will respect the amount of cards in my hand and all of the runes open here, and they'll just let the Rek'Sai die or flash a couple units. But having the GA in hand, I could have just played it safe, play the GA, attached to the Irelia, and now if they Rengar, I don't lose my Irelia, right? But it's not a Rengar, it's Apothecary. And here, just to make it super clear, I did something like they were thinking. I asked them, do you want to bounce your Rek'Sai or should we continue with the showdown? And I'm being like not pushy, but I'm being like I'm letting them know that I have a lot of cards in hand. I'm like, they asked something about the runes, and I'm like, yep, all runes open, and here you see me count, and saying like something like, and 8 cards in hand or something like that, so that they double think about this play, and they fortunately they end up bouncing their guy. But as I said, like that's kind of risky, and there's no need to do that at all. Just probably should have taken like an additional second to think about it before committing. That GA plays around this Rengar perfectly, so. Okay, draw for the Sunken Temple was crap, so I draw a stack deck. I'm looking for boots, and there they are. I think I also have a charming hand. Do I? Let me see. I do have charm, so I can play boots, ready, Irelia, go to the other side. That's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 against their 4. And I keep 2 open to play next turn. So getting 1 for the ready, 1 for the target. Go to 3. And discard draw. Here I can discard just a GA, right? I mean, I don't have a lot of ways to target my units other than Tide Turner. I decided to do it with Hard Bargain. Interesting. I think that's incorrect. I think it's better. I mean, I have two GAs. Why keep them? Since I don't have pumps in my hand, I don't want to die to like a, as I said, an accelerated unit with cleave or something like that. Oh, I mean, I could always defy the cleave, but like, let's say they do Darius plus Noxus Hopeful, something weird. I don't want Irelia to die, so I'm fine sacrificing the Tide Turner if they have an accelerated unit, which they did have another Rek'Sai, as long as my Irelia is safe in the back. They discard draw. I mean, if I had played the Guardian Angel, that turn would have been so easy to play, because now I can keep the Irelia there on the battlefield without worrying too much about it. And now she's kind of open to a Starcrossed, but I don't really mind it that much because I have more bodies than they do, so I should be drawing into my pump spells here soon. And if they decide to DRAM targeting Irelia and bouncing her, it means that they lose like a more important body than mine. Obviously, Irelia is important, but like both of their guys are more important than my crabs. So if they bounce like a Vex or a Rek'Sai in that case, I don't. Let me pause here for a second. I don't mind that trade, as Irelia can just come down again, re-equip, and then attack if needed. If not, I can just like conquer with Crab. Here I want to draw from Irelia since she has the boots. I'm thinking I can conquer, draw, play a GA, and go to the other side. They have two runes open, but I'm kind of suspicious of this hidden card, so I'm gonna be using one of the crabs to take a peek. And their hand is Kaisa, Switcheroo. And the hidden card is another Switcheroo, which unfortunately I cannot beat. I can only counter one Switcheroo, and that's why I think that keeping the hard bargain would have been better. Because now I have to develop in base. Probably, I mean, I have two options. It's either Vex or Stellacorn. I think I have enough cards to play the next turn, and Vex provides me with Deflect and one additional Might. So I think it's playing Vex here in base, and I'll have to wait for next turn to deal with this battlefield and those two switcheroos. Maybe find another counter to it so that I can do this push with ganking. But anyway, like this is very safe, as GA will protect me from whatever they can accelerate. I'm still kind of losing to a bounce, but my hand protects me from that. I mean, if they start crossed, I'll defy, and then if they try to accelerate a Kaisa and switch Cheru, I can. Can they pay for all of that? They have, I think, 6. So it's either. Oh no, they have 8. So they could be. They can accelerate Kaisa and switch Cheru, but they cannot Starcross and Kaisa and something else. So yeah, I think this is pretty safe. Kaisa accelerated, so this seems like they're gonna go in for it. I mean, that's kind of desperate, but they don't have any cards in hand. They have one, so yeah, I'm just reminding them that they have to pay for deflect. And I'll not so fast there. And now I have a clean way of dealing with this switcheroo next turn, which is trading the Vex and then charming the Rek'Sai. I could have also played Stellacorn and the other GA to trade with the Vex and draw one card, but that means that I would deramp one green. And as I said, I don't think I need any more cards. I mean, it's always nice to draw, but I already have all the tools in my hand that I need. So, like, drawing more doesn't mean that I get to do more, as what limits the amount of cards that I can play each turn is the runes, not the amount of cards in hand. So yeah, here we're just talking about different lines. I think my opponent knows that they're very far behind, so they're asking me a couple questions here about like the previous turn and so on, if I remember correctly. So Vex for a Vex. I'm okay with that trade. Then we charm the Rek'Sai. So that would be a 4. If they play Rengar, that's 9. And we're at 8. So let me see my hand. I don't have any way to pump. If they play a Rengar, I'm not too worried about it because I'll just trade for the Rek'Sai. I'll let them go to 6, and then I can play boots, target Irelia, ready her again, and then kill whatever's left up here and go to 6. And now they have 0 cards in hand. So even though they would be going to 6, I'm going to 6 as well, and I don't mind like losing the GA for a Rengar there. So fortunately, it's not a Rengar. It's a Flash, so I can defy that. And now they don't have any units or cards in hand, so this looks like that's game, right? Go there with crap, go to 6. I can pull back Irelia. Play the Vex there. Oh, seems like I forgot to discard draw. Play another GA and not equip, just for next turn to have something to that targets. And here I remembered that I didn't discard draw. It doesn't really make a difference, but it's actually worse for me because I don't need those boots. But yeah, still good that I remembered and I did it. And okay, that ended kind of quickly. I guess that they didn't find anything useful off at the top of the deck. Okay, we didn't see Forerunners, we didn't see Starcrossed, we didn't see Rebukes, we did see double Switcheroo, which is kind of annoying. But overall, I think my opponent didn't draw that well, and I kind of drew a lot of cards, so it's natural that I found like the like nice hands to play with. There's a couple of questionable plays from the other side that I think would have made a difference, but I don't know. It really is just she's just too strong, I think. I'm having fun with her though. The problem is almost everyone knows how to play against her, and I don't know if she's a good deck to bring to an RCQ. I believe she's gonna be the most played deck, so I don't know. That's something to consider if I wanna maybe bring Irelia to RCQ Barcelona or LA. But there you have it, guys. That's the game for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share the video around if you enjoy it. Leave a comment with which decks you would like to see me play next. And that's gonna be it. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.